I think Hasan would be a good teacher for students that actually wanted to listen. He would literally get one guide by a student. He would absolutely get one guide. That's what would happen in Hasan's class. That's when you could totally do that to Hasan. Do you guys remember that chatter a couple days ago that said Hasan did apply to Streamer University and they didn't accept him because politics or something like that? I don't know what that chatter was on. I haven't seen this clip.
Yeah, I mean, I could have done like there's a couple different classes. I was thinking about this because like, look, this has been a very busy season for me. The fucking midterms are happening, so I didn't even consider applying for Streamer University. I didn't even consider it. There's no guarantee that I would have gotten in regardless. But I probably should have. But I probably should have applied at least, because it's cool. It's wonderful. It's fantastic. There's a lot of fun shit going on. You know what I mean? But
Loki, I think he would have hated being a teacher because, like, I don't know how many of you guys have done any tutoring or done any work for like a TA or anything like that. It's planning like a bunch of lessons is actually mad work. Like you have to you have to make a whole presentation and you have to have a way for people to engage with it. It's got to be entertaining so people pay attention. It's work. It's like mad work.
but what I will say is this. What I will say is this. I actually appreciate it quite a bit. I think Kai is doing a phenomenal job. Obviously, there's like controversies and shit like that, but I mean, all those situations are always going to be somewhat chaotic. But I think it's far. I think it's far more positive than it is negative, right? And as far as like what I would do, there's a bunch of different things I could do: crisis management, crisis PR. So you've been canceled, 101. That's number one. The other one obviously is like ethics and conduct, like bare minimum, basic shit, basic stuff to follow along to be a little bit more. I mean, I this is ironic coming from me, but like obviously, as long as people are not talking about political issues and whatnot, you know.
Straight up, I have wanted. Sorry, let me explain. There are so many things that I feel like are so obvious when you're getting, quote, canceled that just like, I think the problem is that human nature is to do the complete opposite of what you're supposed to do when you're getting canceled on the internet. Because the first thing you have to understand on the internet is you can't just explain yourself to people who don't like you. Because the people who don't like you and believe you did something, if you didn't do it, they're not going to like respond the way that people in the real world would respond to another person telling them something. Yeah, if you're sitting there and explaining, you've automatically lost. Or like the number of content creators that like get canceled. And that's like, I'm using canceled in quotes because it's anything from like a bad clip to like assault. So it's like a really wide bar. Like no, sorry, not bar, but like really wide category. It's a large category. Because I would say like Pokey got canceled for the cookies, right? Or like Alinity got canceled for the throwing of the cat or whatever. And realistically, again, you can't. There are I think outside of like talking to minors and God forbid admitting to talking to minors, shout out Dr. Disrespect, cancels himself. It's pretty hard to cancel yourself. Like you're only canceled if you cancel yourself. Why was that in quotes? Because some types of cancellations are like, I think that they're fucking bullshit and some cancellations are real. That's why cancellation was in quotes. Because like, I'm sorry, you're not like, you're canceled because you sold cookies for $7 or whatever. But you're not like actually canceled. Like, that's like nonsense. So what was I trying to say? Oh, dog shock collar is another good example. So there's a lot of things I feel like that seem really obvious, maybe to me or to other people that are constantly getting clipped, but are less obvious. Like, I cannot believe the number of streamers or even YouTubers that are like, oh, I'm getting canceled. Let me make a video really fast right now. Let me actually go on stream and just talk about it right now. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm sorry, regardless of the cancellation, if there's enough internet hate, you just let it all sit there for like at least 3 days. Like, you gotta let the dust settle for a second first to decide what you want to even say or what you want to even do. The rules are clear. If you are canceled with cause, you must write a ukulele opus immediately. I mean, it's also Logan Paul strat. Just keep posting and people will forget. Well, no, what I'm saying is like, because I think that that's also an effective strat. I think there are two effective, okay, maybe I shouldn't say this, but like 2 or 3 effective strats. One is deny, deny, deny. 2 is, the Trump strat, which we've learned works because of Trump. 2 is just like post through the pain. Just pretend like it's not happening and just keep posting content like it's not happening. And 3 is just like wait and then like put out a good stream or like a good video a week later. Hidden 4th strat, you do the worm. Hidden 5th strat, you get jacked and get a puppy. No. Was it you who said you can only really be canceled by your fans or people on your side? I mean, yeah, I have said that. Okay, I'm going to say something controversial and Hasan can't respond because he's taking a break. I think Hasan would be a good teacher for students that actually wanted to listen, but I think he would be a pretty bad teacher for students that didn't want to listen. I'm just a messenger. Just kidding, I'm not. I'm also the speaker on these issues. And I feel like at Streamer U, there's a bunch of people that are constantly trying to like clip farm and start shit. I do think that you guys ever have those? Okay, this might be toxic, but you guys ever have teachers in like high school or at any point where you could literally stunlock them? He would literally get one guide by a student. He would absolutely get one guide. I had one teacher who, like, I swear to God, this kid, his job was to make sure she taught us nothing. He would just like ask her about her day and like be like, oh, really? Well, what was your weekend like? Really? What are you going to do this week? You know, have you ever been to Rome? Teach. Have you ever been to Rome? Like, and I swear to God, 30 minutes of the class was just that. And then she'd be like, oh my God. Okay, listen, wait. Okay, everybody sit down. Okay, so what you need to know, Caesar and the rest is going to be on the test. Okay, all right. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Like, that's what, if this is just my humble opinion, that's what would happen in a science class. That's when you could totally do that. You could totally just get him to start talking about One Piece. Elder abuse. Was the teacher 80 years old? No, it was this Italian woman with a strong, New York Italian accent. She was like 40 or something, maybe 45. And it was amazing. But anyways, okay, continuing.
Basic ways to not come across like a nuisance streamer and be bad. Politics 101, something like that. Anyway. But
I just wanted to talk about shipping mandates and magnates.
Regardless. Yeah, fundraising, impact, how to make an impact with your community, things like that. But yeah, it's the midterms. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even consider it. And then while it was
like, I'm just saying, can you imagine a Denims chatter in one of these classes using their power of trolling for evil? Professor, you made Denims uncomfortable with that B comment. Getting up, saying that, and then leaving the room. He would be thinking about it the whole time. He would not be able to teach his class. He'd be just sitting there like, and another thing about that. And everyone's like, yo, teacher, you gonna teach us or nah? Not me though, because I'm a very good student and I do all the homework and I read the textbook before class and I always raise my hand to be polite and I never talk during class.
Happening, I was like, wow, I feel really old watching this stuff. But then also at the same time, I was like, this is probably a good opportunity regardless. He is actually phenomenally impactful and I think is a really, really positive figure for this space in general. A big part of why I also feel this way is because Streamer University is fairly diverse. The space, Twitch, was not always so diverse, right?
I talked about this a little bit as well. I think Twitch benefits from being a larger ecosystem. And back in the old days when YouTube was a really small ecosystem, it was constantly embroiled in like drama all of the time, which I think was bad for YouTube. I think it made it too niche in a way that was bad for the platform. Whereas I think YouTube nowadays is pretty nice where like there are communities, but they're not as like tight knit and not everyone knows everything else. Like you can talk to someone who like, there are some people on YouTube who've watched YouTube every single day for the past 10 years or whatever, or like 5 years, and they don't know a single YouTuber you know. Like, I could not believe asking someone like, yes, you've seen the MatPat video where he says he doesn't jerk off or whatever, and they're like, who's MatPat? I'm sorry. I'm just like, who is that? And I'm like, what do you mean, who's MatPat? Oh, what do you mean by that? Like, I don't understand the question. Is this like a joke? Are you joking? But you've been on the internet for like as long as I've been on the internet. What do you mean you don't know? Wait, what? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? I have no clue who that is. Okay, but to the people who are saying that they don't know who that is, were you on the internet when Nyan, Neko, Sugar Girls was currently airing? Were you on YouTube for Nyan, Neko, Sugar Girls? Then don't worry about it. Like, if you weren't there for that, I don't expect you to know MatPat. But if you were there for Nyan, Neko, Sugar Girls and you don't know MatPat, it's like, who the fuck are you? What do you mean you don't know who that is? What the fuck is a sugar girl? You said a bunch of words I've never heard. Are people trolling? MatPat is legendary. Guys, it's the guy who's like, maybe you've seen a video. For anyone who doesn't know who MatPat is, I'll just show you guys. Denims is just making up names now. Is that a game theory? Not jorking it? This guy, the guy who... let's go to his YouTube channel and see what his most popular video is. Videos. Popular. His most popular video has 100 million views. Can gamers survive the real Mirror's Edge? This is back when white boys were just white boys. And then, of course, all of the FNAF stuff. He just would make, like, videos, and then he would be like... Like, I think he had a good video. I think one of his better videos was, like, why BioShock Infinite wouldn't work. This one? Well, I guess this is just I haven't seen it. 13 years ago. Oh my god, I'm so ancient. I think I watched it when it came out. I've never seen someone this melanin deficient. You're like, let's watch some.
Columbia, floating city in the clouds.
Oh my
Impossible
god, dude.
feat of...
They don't make white guys like this anymore. What happened? Dude, we used to be a proper country. What the fuck happened?
Video game fiction, but not for the reasons you might expect.
This guy? The intro is so long. Oh my god, it's so fucking long. It's still going.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory. We're like Zoom-in games if you replaced big-breasted babes with big-brained bros. Speaking of brainy, BioShock Infinite is one smart game. I mean, really, any game whose plot consists of more than shoot this corpse, or save this girl, or use this anthropomorphic glove to play with your balls deserves a good old tip of the cap. But
oh my god, it's so aged. It's so aged. Oh my god, what an ancient era. I feel like I'm looking at a relic. It's like going back to old epic rap battles and being like, it is kind of crazy that you guys dressed up as Hitler and Darth Vader. It's kind of insane. When people, I feel like the only time people should say you couldn't do this anymore would be like the old epic rap battle videos. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Anyways, yeah, and then he would end every video. Sorry, let me just give you guys the spoiler. The reason why BioShock Infinite was bad would be because your eyes need like static ground or else you feel motion sick. And if a bunch of islands were constantly moving, including your own, your fucking ears and your eyes would get really fucking mad at you. And then you'd just be like nauseous all the time. You would just be like, it would just be vertigo nightmare. I guess some people who are probably pretty immune to vertigo, like people who like fly fighter jets or whatever, planes or whatever. I would last like a minute and then I'd be like, ugh, just close your eyes. Yeah, let me go to the store and I'll just close my eyes. That's why there's a bunch of trash cans everywhere. Yeah. But yeah, and then he would end every video with
the limits of high altitude adapt theory. Constantly subjected to the equivalent of car sickness? Nuh-uh. And no amount of
Yeah, whatever.
Back to the super amazing Genesis. Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Because,
Wait, what happened to
that
it?
Sounds like it's just a theory. A game theory.
So it's like, how are you? And then Nyan, Neko, Sugar Girls is just, it can't really be described in words very well, but I'm going to do my best. It was an anime made by people on YouTube in 2010.
Are you ready?
Is it the Squirrel Bite anime? Yes. But it had iconic things like,
Well, I just happened to be walking by, and I saw you two lovely ladies walking. How you doing, kawaii?
kawaii.
Neko girls? Yeah, rar.
So what do you mean you've seen Nyan, Neko, Sugar Girls and you don't know who fucking MatPat is? What the do you mean by that, you know? Dude, this guy, I don't even remember his name, but this guy's voice actor, he delivered so hard on that. He delivered so hard. Yeah, rar. It's like has a permanent spot. It's a core memory for me. Anyways, you guys should go see all of Nyan, Neko, Sugar Girls. I think they have 12 episodes. AI-generated video summary. Following a chance encounter while walking, Soap Opera 46 introduces a new acquaintance named Yoshi-san to the lovely ladies. Interactions unfold as plans are made to treat the new koi friend to ice cream or to visit the park. Everyone involved in making this should be hung. I mean, you have to have a massive schlong to say, nya, rar. So I agree. Anyways, moving on. So I think that, like, all of that was just to say Nyan, Neko, Sugar Girl is greater than Freerun. But besides that, to say that I think Twitch benefits from the YouTube treatment, which is becoming like a larger platform and becoming more accessible and having a lot more communities online, where maybe the individual communities might be a little bit more insular. But I think that that's a good thing. I think it being this, like, I think it's held Twitch back for a long time to be so hyper scrutinized about everything all the time. Like, I think the only reason the dog shock thing got as big as it did was because it was on Twitch and not YouTube. I think if Hasan was on YouTube, it would not have gotten as big as it did. It's just that when Twitch is kind of relatively to YouTube, a small platform, they only have so many large creators. When that's like the most controversial thing is like, this dog is on this spot. It just gets a lot of press. Meanwhile, like, what the f does Logan Paul or Jake Paul, one of the Paul brothers, is like killing an animal every week. He's like, I just got this new pet. I wanted to see what would happen if I threw them in a shredder. Let's see. Like, so I think it's good. I think it's dope. Also, I have to say, Kai taking a year break, I think that's like one of the, I have a lot of actually newfound respect for Kai Cenat because I think he's one of the, you know, it actually probably has to do a lot with, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting like stunlocked. On the topic of Kai Cenat, on the topic of like creators, I think Kai Cenat's done actually pretty well in terms of like ego. And I'm sure part of that has to be community and part of that has to be, I think it's a lot harder to build an ego. How do I say this? I want to say it in a way that's not clip chimpy. I think like, okay, I think I figured out how to explain it. Maybe I should pull up the clip to show you guys what I'm talking about. What's that comedian's name who's short? Kai Cenat had him on stream. His main thing is being known for being short. Okay, perfect. And he's not even short. Okay, sorry. Kevin Short, stop. This is it. Found it. All right, so I think that there's like a couple of things that are happening. One is I think a lot of the really big Twitch streamers that have gotten really big on Twitch, most of the stream is either super insulated, so they only interact with their community, or they interact with like the two other streamers that are near their community. Or you have like one large creator that brings on a bunch of small creators, which kind of like incentivizes like this large ego because you're like, oh, I'm making all these people's career. And you kind of just keep this giant ego. And I think that there are things that can mitigate having a massive ego and taking time and being like, hey, like, let me check myself. And I will say, I think Kai Cenat has been in the unique situation.
What's in my bag?
Let me close this because I'm going to talk about this. I think he's been in the unique situation where both, one, I think he's brought on real people with like more actual fame than him, which is very humbling because then you remember I'm just a Twitch streamer. But also, I think like some part of it is culture that I feel like I haven't seen. Like, did you guys have seen this clip?
Free time? Would you like to go on a date with me?
You can't do that. On a whole live thing.
It's Kai Cenat asking this like singer or something. Her name is Tyla, asking her to go on a date.
Whenever you get some free time, would you like to go on a date with me?
You can't do that. On a whole live thing.
Why not? It's true or there. Oh my god, this is so bad. By the way, pause. Wait.
Are we friends?
Oh! You're right. Pause it. God damn it. She gave you an out, jackass. She gave you an out. But we friends though. Okay, don't start saying that. Do not say that line, bro. But we friends though. She gave you an out. Oh, not on live. You could have got out of it right there. You could have been like, oh, you're right. I'll ask you when we get on. Nobody would have known that she had absolutely zero interest. You're right. This is crazy. This is like friends on. Like, this is bad. But we friends though. We're friends though.
Like the fact that he feels comfortable bringing someone on his show who's obviously a way bigger celebrity than him, and then this guy like Kevin Hart roasts the shit out of him and is like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" She literally gave you an out, and she said on stream though, like, and you pushed her, and then you look like a idiot because you got pushed on it. Like, hello, use your brain, use your brain here. She gave you an out, and you didn't take it. Hello. So like, I think that's cool, and I think it's like kept him more humble than I think some of the other really large creators on Twitch. And then let me pull this up. The reason why I was saying that was because I saw this, and it seems like he's actually trying to like make Streamer U not just like a complete shithole, which is dope. Because I feel like streamer events and streamer community stuff can get really bad really fast. Like that's why I saw the Northern Lion cruise. I was like, that's not gonna be good.
Who didn't notice? I'm warning a lot of people. In my opinion, I feel like I'm going to expel somebody today. I don't know who it's going to be, but I'm going to expel somebody today because I had to now set an example to make people understand that there's a difference between making content and then disrespecting. You feel what I'm saying? So last night I kind of felt disrespected because I was honestly just trying to diffuse a lot of the situations. Yeah, I don't ever try to be, the bad person to slow down everybody, what they got going on, but I got shot in the eye yesterday, bro. I got shot in my eye by Braden, okay? After I got shot in my eye, I'm going to talk to Braden today, bro. I got shot in the eye. Nobody said sorry. Nobody said nothing. Nobody did anything. I'm letting y'all know right now, okay? Any BB guns, any gel blasters, or anything that's not a water gun that we provide. And she had to go to the hospital. That's why I made it very clear in the opening ceremony to cut that out. My eye, I'm good, chat. Don't worry about me. I am very good. I was just so heated in that moment of time. Because I feel like sending somebody home is like, in a way, stopping somebody's grind. You feel me? So I don't ever try to do that. That's why I try to do the detention or come to my office or whatever it is. Bristol, that's what the file get it. Also, bro, I just seen Saucy Santana on campus. I communicated with Lizzo's team and said, this is Streaming University event. Unfortunately, I don't care who it is, how big they are, what's going on. Please respect the event. I communicated that to Lizzo's team. It was miscommunicated to Lizzo. Lizzo is innocent. It was miscommunicated to Lizzo. Whoever's controlling that, we communicated that we cannot have anybody included on this list. Because what that does,
Where's the rest of the clip? The hell? Well, anyways. And then he stood up for wardrobe, and he said like what OJ was doing wasn't cool. So I feel like he actually cares about trying to like make the event something that isn't complete trash, and it's not just like, because it's so much easier to just clip farm and be like, oh, and then a kid got shot there, and then it's over. Oh my god, LOL. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's good. It would be easy to just phone it in. Also, maybe it's time to vet and book your streamers better, man. I mean, you plan an event, dude. You plan an event and invite hundreds of streamers and tell me you're going to pick every streamer perfectly. Please, by all means, you do it and tell me how easy it is to make sure you don't pick even one bad streamer who misbehaves. Like, come on. 1 million fucking applicants? Yeah. I think overall the outcome was a net positive. Picking streamers to begin with is the mistake, yeah. We also had +1s for assistants and whatnot. Well, yeah, that makes sense. He allowed a 13-year-old kid for this event and lied about his age, only for that kid to be assaulted on 4 separate occasions by adults and nothing happened. Why the is he complaining about anything happening to him at an event? Well, he's talking about it because he's trying to explain to people that... Sorry, let me explain. If he's talking to his community, the best way for him to explain to other people the problem is to center himself, because his community is going to mostly only care about him. So if he says, it's so bad that it's happening to me, you would think that the people who are getting invited by me to my event would have the ability to have respect for the person who's brought them here, and they don't have that respect. You can imagine how bad it is in these other cases. Like, there should be no other guns that people are bringing, like BB guns or gel guns or anything. Like, other than what the water guns we have, why the fuck is anyone bringing anything else? Right? Like, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. However, yeah, the vetting on, like, streamer ages is, like, insane. I'm sorry. There should be no one there that's under 18. I would argue 21, but definitely 18. No offense, having to interact with dozens of streamers sounds awful. Yeah, it's the secret 9th circle of hell. But yeah. There's also a 15-year-old. Yeah. I mean, again, like, I'm sorry. They should just be kicked out immediately. Huh? When I feel like sometimes when I say things, people just, like, intentionally misunderstand what I'm trying to say. I don't get it. Maybe it's time to vet and book your streamers better, man. 14-year-old streamer, domestic abuser, assaulter. But sure, the vetting isn't the issue. I never said that the vetting wasn't the issue. Like, what? I said, one, it's pretty hard to vet when you have an event that has hundreds of people. I'm not saying that they shouldn't care about vetting. I'm not saying that they shouldn't double check. I'm not saying that they shouldn't triple check. Huh? Like, this is just like a pancake waffle situation. I am saying that if people are lying about their age, there should be some other verification factor. But, like, what, you're going to have everyone give their IDs? You know what? Fair enough. That's my bad. Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you. I mean, he would have to probably... Honestly, he's a big enough streamer that Twitch would probably be down to help with, like, ID verification. Because you need to verify your account with Twitch for payment. So... It seems like there was a verification lapse somewhere and there needs to be more scrutiny in the future. Absolutely. I mean, like, I'm sorry. Like, the fact that there is a 13-year-old there or a 15-year-old there is insane. Like, they should not be there. The only world where I think that it makes sense for them to be there is if they're there with a parent or, like, you know, their guardian or whatever. And even then it's like, I don't know, man. I don't like the idea of it. They did ID a lot of stuff. Oh, what is this phrasing? Young minds should not be around adult ideas. Their minds will become scrambled eggs. Maybe you're just being sarcastic or something. But yeah, I just don't think that, like, I think the problem is that if you have just, like, one bad faith actor that's trying to, like, clip farm. Oh, sarcasm. Okay, you scared the shit out of me, chatter. Sorry. I was like, but factually active, you're always such a good chatter. What is that message? It scares me. 14-year-old, one of the 14-year-olds is a cousin of a streamer. I don't know. Cousin is not good enough. It would be legal guardian for me. But yeah. University implies college age, right? Yeah, but people go to university when they're not 21. You just skip classes. Or, yeah, skip years. What was I trying to say? Yeah, I just think that, like, it does seem like he cares about trying to make the event. Because he could easily, I'm sorry, like, just imagine for 1 second this event being run by Jake Paul or Logan Paul. Or even Mr. Beast. The entire thing would be a clip farming epidemic. The goal would be to get as many clips as possible. I appreciate that Kai seems to at least care a little bit to try and make the event reasonable. The fact that he stood up for wardrobe, the fact that he was like, yeah, I'm sorry, OJ's behavior is not acceptable. I don't know. That's pretty good. So it's cool if this 13-year-old is a genius streamer, ... You're literally pancake waffling me right now. You made a claim. University implies college age, right? I said, well, people can go to university and not be 21 or 19. I didn't say that there should be 13-year-olds at the event. In fact, I said the opposite. I said literally the fucking opposite. So I don't know I just said that your statement is flawed. Chatter says his cousin got into uni early. Okay, and I don't care. What? It's not a real university. I was replying to the chatter. Okay, didn't show that. I don't know. Okay. It's not a real university. No. All right, let's finish this.
Streamer University, on the other hand, is unbelievably diverse. As a matter of fact, I'd go so far as to say it's like an unapologetically black event as well. Okay? I know I sound like a super white guy when I say this, but I think that's a great thing. Okay? That's a wonderful thing. That's a really, really cool thing to see.
There's something else I was going to look for. Mogging Denims. Whoa. Honestly, only bad Denims take I've ever seen, which part of it is bad. That I think it's good that Kai seems to care about the event not being a clip chimp event. That I think he should be better about vetting. And that there shouldn't be people under 18 there. The notion that Kai cares about the event doesn't. Therefore, it changes. What? Sorry, maybe I'm the page. What does this mean? Notion that Kai cares about the event doesn't. Therefore, it changes the dynamic of the event. Wait, what? I just don't understand. What? The notion that he cares about the event isn't true? I don't think he really cared about vetting or not making the event serious. Why do you think that? Because of the interactions I've seen minors in the event, overall time spent on clip farming and not learning? Huh? I think maybe you're seeing the other parts that I haven't seen or that maybe you haven't seen. I feel like the lesson plans were really good. Like I watched a good amount of it. Maybe you're just seeing what the algorithm is feeding you. Because I watched the streams and the streams were all really good, but I don't really sit there and just watch clips. And yeah, the clips are going to be mostly clip farms, but I think if you sit down and watch some of the streams or watch some of the streamer university teachers or whatever, professors, it was actually pretty good. I just, again, like, how do I explain this? This is the only way that I can talk about it. All right. If you've ever thrown a party where there were 10 people there, you know how hard it is to plan an event. Okay? Between making sure that there's seating for everyone, that everyone shows up, that the time is correct, and that it works for everyone, that there's enough food for everyone, that it's a convenient location on a convenient day, and then organizing with all of these people, it's so much work. It's so much work to ever just plan 10 people showing up. It's work to get 10 people to show up in a Discord call. I think people, and it doesn't mean that you get a pass. It means that as long as there's constant attempts to improve, that's what I care a lot more about. Ever try to get a D&D group together? Oh. Ever try to get a raid together? Just ever try to get a raid group together? It's similar to Growing Pains anime convention had back in the day, figuring out badging and setting rooms, IP. It's getting a steady D&D party is impossible. The fact, when I see an event put together and I see 5 issues or 3 issues or whatever, I'm surprised that there aren't more, considering you're trying to, like, herd over 100 streamers in a space. Whenever you mention D&D, I only think of the Death Note clip with that weird guy. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like when I see an event like this and I see that they had, like, a couple of issues. Sorry for still having you on the screen. When I see that they had a couple of issues, I'm like, listen, okay, hopefully next year they can get it. They can fix the issues that they had this year and not have 13-year-olds and 15-year-olds there, because we shouldn't have, like, adults trying to clip farm and there's kids there, because you're a fucking kid. You don't know how to fucking defend yourself. So, not a great call. But also, if people are lying about their age, okay, now what? Now they have to talk to Twitch about verifying things? Now what do? Do they get a bunch of streamers to send, like, their IDs through what? Email? Like, I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm not saying that they shouldn't do it. I'm just saying it's more work than I think people expect it to be. It's the same thing with, like, the cutie events. Like, when I see an audio issue in a cutie event, I'm like, oh, I'm surprised there was only one audio issue. That's crazy. Yeah, Sean was showing that clip of the 13-year-old getting beat up by grown men. That's where that chatter is coming from. Well, no, I think that's a different chatter. I saw Kai talked about it later, and he said, like, why are you guys doing that? Turn the fucking cameras off or whatever. But that's why you don't want kids there. I also think those students should have been expelled. I think there was, like, some streamers that threw hot sauce on one of the kids. And it's like, what the hello? So yeah, I mean, I think that's why you don't have kids there. It's straight up assault, isn't it? Or Kai within the first hour threw hot sauce on a girl. I mean, again, like, those people should just be immediately expelled. Like, I don't know what else to say about that. Okay. That's not a good response. Saying turn the camera off is enabling. I disagree. I think saying turn the camera off is the correct call so people can stop feeling like they have to perform in front of the camera. I think that's the correct decision you should make. I was wondering that, are they expelling anyone? Because I know one homophobia situation where I thought that guy should be expelled. I mean, I think the guy, personally, I would say as a streamer, going to that event, the worst thing that could happen to you at that event, as one of the streamers that is trying to clip farm, is getting scolded and made fun of by the host of the event. Which he did. But yeah. All right. What the fuck, man? Chat is wild as hell today. I know. I don't. Gulp. All right, wait, there was one other thing that I want to see. It has the Haas refugees in the title. Is that why? Gulp. Is that why this is happening? 48 hours without the news guy has people on edge. Yeah, I guess people usually take this out on Hasan. Like, huh? It was not, they didn't just not vet properly either. They all lied about Bilzo's age. There's clips of countless streamers saying he's 14 and 13 at the talent show. He said he was 13. Okay, let me explain this from my perspective. Having run events or hosted events, and having tried to host events, you walk in with the hope that people will be honest and will be good actors and will behave. And obviously that's never how things play out. So it's hard for me to blame people when they're in the situation where things are going poorly, because the desire is so strong to say, can you people just fucking behave? Is it that hard to behave? Are you serious? So I get it. Or like, I understand and I feel empathy towards that position. Because like, I disagree with this alternative where anytime any event ever occurs, the only thing people do is just shit on the event relentlessly and say that it's a terrible event and no one should do anything except stream in front of their computers and talk about some inane nonsense and play video games, and that's it. And that's all Twitch should be. Like, it depresses me to think about the stifling of like anything else that could be done on Twitch instead of just you guys ever go and hang out with someone and they're just like constantly criticizing everything? You like plan a full day of events. Like you pick out like a nice cafe to go to and you go to a movie and you pick this out and whatever. And the whole time this person's just like, the cafe was okay. Coffee was good. It was mid. That movie was fine. I don't know. I just didn't really like it. Yeah. Your place is like, it's whatever. And that's just like the only thing that person does is just be an annoying piece of shit that contributes absolutely nothing, that does absolutely nothing, that has never tried to do anything in their fucking life except criticize. And that's it. That's all they do. And it's always negative. There's never a, oh, well, I really like this part. I really like that. I know this person. I know. I fucking hate these people. I hate these people with a passion. So when I think about like a creator event, I'm like, wow, like I want more creator events. I want more creators to organize and plan big events that make the platform, you know, be taken more seriously. Actual energy vampire? Yes. So it's annoying to me when people will talk about what could have been everything that's wrong and why this event sucks and why no one should ever do another event ever, instead of, I really want in the future, because I'm down for this event, I really want in the future for them to actually vet and not have minors there. Because I think this could be a really cool event, but this isn't good. I'm the first one to say why something doesn't work, but I never have a better answer. If you have a criticism but don't have a solution, then hush. Well, I think it's fine to have a criticism, but I don't like it when people just talk about everything in like the most negative light possible. And they're like, yeah, I personally know Kai, and I think I can read Kai's mind. And actually, 1 second, I'm reading. It's Morse code right now. Yeah, he said he hates all streamers and wants children to get assaulted at his events, and he loves it when that happens, and he thinks it's a fun hazing event, and he thinks that this should happen every year. It's like, I hate you. Like, why do you have to be the most cynical, annoying piece of shit ever? Nobody fucking likes those people. Why do you want to be that person? Why not just say they really need to, like, get their security up to par? And I don't care if they're checking people's IDs. They should be checking their IDs to let them in. Like, I understand that might be more expensive, but I'm sorry. Like, there just shouldn't be any kids there. I don't care. And it's just so annoying when everyone just assumes malice, or like not everyone, excuse me, when some people assume malice and just immediately shut down everything in every way. It's so annoying. It's just so annoying. I just don't understand why. I feel like it deserves some nuance if you really want to improve future events. Yeah, and then I didn't say that they shouldn't do streamer you. I wasn't necessarily talking about you, to be clear. I just saw like a lot of chatters that were assuming malice and were just going straight to like, no, this is a shit show. Why would you ever say? I completely disagree. This entire event is an L. It's like, wow. And I'm sure you would plan a great event, wouldn't you? I'm sure you would. Yes. Bro, crying. I was so confused. No, I think some of your messages were cynical, but I don't think that they were like objectively. I remember I told someone I used to be friends with that all they did was complain about things, and their only response was, will you complain about things? I can't stand it. Yeah, it's not fun. The impossibility of good things and bad things coexisting in the same space. Events are fun and build community. When people use events in a shitty way, it's bad. The two things can coexist. Well, it's kind of like people talking about like conventions and being like, oh, that convention sucks. Last year there was a rapist that went. It's like, dog, go anywhere outside. I'm sorry. That's not like the fault of the event. Like if Anime Expo had people spiking people's drinks, like there were people that went there that did that. That's not Anime Expo's fault. What do you want them to do? Vet people's moral character? You want them to have a metal detector, but for your moral character? What the fuck exactly do you want a convention to do about it? Like, if it was TwitchCon and there was someone there who was assaulting another streamer or was recording in the bathroom or streaming in the bathroom or whatever it was, yeah, then they should be banned from that event. But outside of that, like, what do you want them to do? To make it a holy place where nothing bad ever happens ever? Like, that's not possible. Like, that's literally, it's not possible. What? Obviously, they should use the Scientology e-meter. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I also feel like some people just want every event to fail because, I don't know, like, misery loves company or something. So, yeah. Or even like the Emiru situation at TwitchCon, like they had Pentagon level security, but already shitty people will be shitty. Well, I think that, no, personally, I would say that the Emiru situation was a mishap and they shouldn't have the security just letting people walk by. To be clear, the reality is even if that guy was perfectly vetted and he was, he waited in line for 2 hours and he did everything right, he still could have done that. But the fact that they let him leave was insane. That was the problem with that event. Because he queued up. He waited in line. It's not like he cut the line. The thing that was crazy was that he did that. And he was allowed to just walk off. Like, that was the part that was insane. Like, he should have been pulled aside after that. And they should have gotten his, like, badge and everything and told him he's not allowed back at the event. That was the thing that was insane to me. That they have the authority to detain him. I mean, they had the security and they had the ability to grab his fucking Twitch badge. They have the authority to kick you out of the event and not let you enter for any reason. Like, they can't hold you indefinitely. But when it comes for safety, I mean, like, yeah, the security there would have been allowed to get his badge and tell him not to enter and then remove all of his authentication. Like, Security in California actually has a lot of rights when holding people. We looked into this last time. They had the right, the security had the right to at least hold him temporarily to just get his badge and his information and then kick him out of the premise. But the fact that he just like walked off and easily could have just like run at her again is insane. It's like actually insane. So I think it's fine to like criticize and you don't necessarily have to have a solution, but when it's just negative Nancying or just gloomy gussing over and over and over again, it's so irritating. I don't know. Maybe I feel like I'm not unique in this. And I feel like if you have ever had a person in your life or a friend in your life at any point that only criticizes things, you know how fucking annoying that shit is. Yeah, I think there's a lot of annoying people because normally Hasan magnets all of them to his stream. Like, this is insane to me. We know he didn't care with how much shit it was organized. So if you threw like a house party and someone broke your favorite vase, I could then say, we know you didn't care about that vase and you invited that person maliciously to break that vase because you hate your grandma and you wanted her urn and her ashes to be all over the floor. Do you see how like that's fucking insane and you sound like a crazy person? If I don't kick them out or knew he's the kind of moron that does that, yes, Yeah, well, I don't know if you noticed, but the party ended and you only found out about it afterward. So I guess you f***ing hate grandma. I guess you f***ing hate grandma. Wow, that's really disrespectful. That's really incredibly disrespectful. It's just so absurd. It's just so stupid. I just don't understand. That's grandma. Shut up. I gotta look at these. I gotta look at the chatters. I can't resist. I'm sorry. Americans, all of you go f yourself for letting this piece of shit get reelected and do this. To me, you are all equivalent to Nazi soldiers now, and the only good Nazi is, well, you know the rest. Did you guys know that? Every American in this chat is actually a Nazi. I take it you struggled to form human connection with other people, and the complaint is always the same, which is they're tired of dealing with you, be negative about everything. So annoying. This guy still doesn't know that he's the type of person that should have been kicked out of the party, by the way. Dude, we're doing so much good purging today. Unintentionally. All right, there's still more, guys. There's still more. What kind of LA political community organizing do you do? If you aren't organizing against fascism, you are a Nazi. Saying this while being a Rhizome sub is so incredible to me. Sorry, organizing is when you bombard a streamer for stealing your emotes, and now we have to use a bunch of sexist slurs against this woman who's being hysterical. Some progressive you are. I guess it's just progressivism when you're making fun of women and insulting women. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else that's a bitch ass, annoying ass loser that's just here to be annoying? Speak now. Speak now or forever hold your fucking peace. Speak, god damn it. Non-withdrawal symptoms are going crazy today. I know. I like how every single one of these people, you just scroll up in their chats and they're so, like, it's the most annoying message you've ever seen in your life. Like, all the people that are annoyed at my take of, yeah, I think it's good that we have streamers trying to put together events, and they seem like they're trying to make the event better. Cenat easily could have just ignored the entire OJ situation, and instead he's like, hey, don't be a homophobic piece of shit. Leave Wardrobe the f alone. Leave Max the f alone. That was weird. That was insane. That's more than most other streamers have done against homophobia in their communities or outside of their communities. But haters want to hate for everything. Like, at least there's some participation and some attempt to make the community better. God forbid I shout that out for 2 seconds and these people are like, you are literally a Nazi. You are literally a Nazi. You are Nazi scum. God damn you. It's like, you're a fucking bitchless loser who has no fucking friends, and that's why you communicate with the rest of the world like a sick freak. That's why you act that way, god damn it. Have you tried just being like normal for 2 goddamn seconds? Just normal. And I'm not even saying don't criticize the event. It's insane to me that there were 13-year-olds there. There should not be 13-year-olds. There should not be 14, 15, 16. I don't even think, as sad as it would be, I don't think there should be 17-year-olds there. Because just because Wardrobe can hold his own doesn't mean he should have to. It doesn't mean other 17-year-olds necessarily can. And there should be an 18-year-old cutoff, if only for f***ing legal reasons. Alternatively, if they have their guardian with them there, sure. But I want that shit vetted. Like, if their parent is right there. Because I know that there are instances with like what is it called? Like the Costco guys. Like, I don't feel like there's any necessarily exploitation there. The type of content that they make doesn't feel like exploitative, and the parent is there as well. Like, it seems like mostly fine. It's not like they're vlogging their lives or their kid. It's not like the Costco guys are like vlogging the kid's life or something. They're doing like a bit together, which is, doesn't, it's a vibes thing. You see and you look at it and you're like, how does this feel exploitative? No, okay. I think this is mostly okay. But either you remove all minors from the premises or you have adults with the kids. That's it. Because like, ignoring like the physical aspect where like you as a kid, you're small, so how are you supposed to defend yourself? There's like you're just more susceptible to social pressure, which is not good. When you know that there's going to be people there that are clip farming, that just shouldn't happen. Because at least like you can mitigate some of the harm. As 19, she was getting sexually harassed by a 30-year-old, so even 19-year-olds had issues. Well, I mean, to to be clear, I don't think that it's possible to plan a perfect event where nothing bad happens. I think the goal is that when people misbehave, they get kicked out of the event. Obviously, I'm not saying the only bad things that are going to happen are going to be towards kids. Obviously not. But I do think that, like, if you are hosting an event like that, definitely no minors. That sounds like a terrible idea. Just period. Event with no people, checkmate. Now you're thinking. There will be no more events. Cancel every event right now. Denims, literally, what are you talking about? I'm talking about Streamer University. Wait, what? Oh, I thought this was to me. Denims, are you going to talk about Hasan's lack of condemnation about the journalist who's a race apologist? Made me a permanent refugee because it's bad watching him if he won't give criticism to his friends he supports and promote. You know I'm not like Hasan's secretary, right? First of all, I know. It's like, but you're a woman. Like, duh. You should be sitting there picking up the phone, sweet tits. Hello? But also, I don't even know what you're talking about. Look here, toots. You gonna answer for that man's misogyny or what? I care a lot about misogyny is the thing. So, be a doll and answer for the man. Could you? Could you do that for me? Because I just want you to know I'm a real feminist. Hasan's lack of condemnation of Ryan was weird and no one talked about it. Do you think him and Ryan Gimmer are friends? If you want to see how Hasan acts about friends, go back and watch the Ilhan Omar interview. And second, he did. Yes, I do think they're friends. Well, we define friends very differently. There's a Jimothy tea by Blackcraft Cult. It's so good. Thank you for the Jimothy news. Thank you. Dude, you can't reply to this guy. You can't reply to the guy saying, "What's up, you disgusting OnlyFans girl," with Indeed.com. You can't just send him the website Indeed.com, guys. That's bullying, okay? That's bullying. James, you're going to contract the same illness Hasan got from reading message after message, I swear to God. No, I just want to make sure that, like, the chat is cleared. All right? Anyways, yeah, I'm sorry. I just define friends as different. And, like, I don't know how to explain this, but, like, I have lots of criticisms with lots of creators. Like, I don't like that. I don't like how softball Emma was when she had Ryan Grimm on. I thought it was weird. I thought it was insane. I thought she should have been way harsher with him. But I also don't expect, like, other political pundits to have exactly the same opinions as me, because then I would just be disappointed for the rest of my life forever, and then I would never be able to watch another streamer or YouTuber. Like, there literally is not a, like, the closest person that I have for, like, in terms of respect is Mehdi Hasan, and even he's had really shit opinions. He had really shit opinions about abortion. But I don't consume that content expecting them to be perfect. Right? I just expect them to not make insane mistakes, and if they do, to apologize immediately. Like, I don't know. See, chat, I don't want to see anyone else in this chat say that I'm white passing, okay? Look, this racist person said that I need to be deported to Somalia. Okay? That's right, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, see? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not you. Who the hell are you talking about? Deport her, then. What? No. Who the fuck are you talking about? Oh, I mentioned Ilhan Omar for 2 seconds. Man. Yeah, she just has so much motion. I feel that. You know, you mentioned Ilhan Omar and then everyone's just talking about Ilhan Omar. I get it. I can't compete. I can't compete. She has too much motion. She's got too much motion. Rookie mistake. Is it the same M. Pregasus guy you banned earlier? Oh, it's actually M. Pregasus. It's actually him. I'm proud of your how the pregnancy's going so far. Okay, triplets? No, you look good. You look good. You look great. All right. You should follow. I'm not gonna lie. Somalia needs you. Hey, I mean, that's more than I can say for you, because nobody needs you. Nobody's ever needed you, and no one ever will need you. You provide no value, and you never have, but that's okay. Good one. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, and the joke is so good. When the insult's so good, the chatter you're insulting commends you and is like, you know what? That shit was fire, actually. That shit was fire, actually. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know. I just like, I don't agree with everything that Hasan says or does. If you don't like something you said or did, that's fine. I don't know. I don't really. All right, did we get rid of all of the annoying chatters? Are we done? I only have one rule. It's not that hard. Are we done? Okay, thank the Lord. Oh my gosh. Excuse me.